Coach, you do a pretty good job limiting the chances of a very skilled team over there. Must be a big win for your club.
Yeah, I thought we came out real strong. I thought the first period we could have got quite a few more goals. Our guys were crashing the net. We were paying the price. Defensively, we weren't given much. Second period, we played great again. We lost Bobby. And in the light of the fact that Smith is also missing in our top two lines, I mean that's two top six guys missing for your third period. So a bit of the same scenario as we had seen in the first game when we lost to D and had to finish with 5, and Washington came back, and then the same thing last game again, another injury. And so, we're going to the third and a little short staff again, and they had a pushback, but I think we started their pushback with our turnover again. So it's the same thing as the previous games where coming out of our zone, we got to use those boards. And like we did the first and second period, I think the lack of confidence coming from the ones that slipped away lately, obviously that was creeping in a little bit there, and we took the time out to rest the guys and to calm down and to remind ourselves that we know how to do this, and that we're a team with a lot of pushback, and we don't need to wait for them to tie it to push back, and you get Stoner going out there. That can't be more of a character pushback goal, and you get Brass later too. So I think those two have been playing terrific together since the beginning of the year. The sad thing is Bobby has been outstanding since the beginning of the year. He's our biggest plus and minus guy, and making huge plays and taking it to the net and playing great defensively, and that line was great for us. So Bobby's out for at least a month now, broken index finger. So yeah, we got a lot of adversity now, and we're gonna have to stick together like we did in the later part of the third period, and we made it happen. And I'll be honest with you, when you've had a few games that slip away like that, yeah, there's a little lack of confidence, and that's normal. But at some point or another, you need to push back, and this was the day. And that's credit to the players. It really is credit to the character. And on the bench, at some point it was like, okay, it's enough now. We got this, and we did it. We've done. We're known to be great to shut down games and to be able to manage those games, and we did it. But I think it's normal that you see some of the stuff creep in a little bit from the previous games. It's the beginning of the year, and you have to go through all these winning details that you have to manage well and get great at. And we're further ahead than we were last year at this time of the year. More points and better habits, and like I said, that's what we're hoping for, and that's what we got right now.
So you mentioned the loss of Bobby Ryan. What did you think of the performance of Brown and DiDomenico tonight?
Oh, you know what? They gave us some shifts there. Brownie gave us, he got his first assist, then first point in the NHL. We gave him a puck after. That was by far his best with us, and we needed it. In the absence of those guys, and the players feel for him too. I think that was great. But this was a tough game after a while to get those guys in there, and because the games that slipped away here, the later ones, it makes for very difficult circumstances to put them out there, and you don't want it to be them that has to live with the repercussions maybe of a young kid mistake and all that. So at the end we were going with 3 lines and letting our guys manage and get their habits, and but they did their job definitely. Brownie played great. Dido gave us some minutes, and that's what we were looking for. So we'll see for the next games, but a lot of positives today. When you look back at the beginning of the year, I think there's only one game where I felt that it was a Vancouver game. Really, we've been in every game against the top teams, so our players are hungry. We've done really well up to now, but we want to stay hungry, and we're going to get a lot of adversity going forward now with those guys missing.
Thanks, Coach.
You've seen a lot of things in hockey. Have you ever seen a guy that's so unlucky with his hands?
I've heard from the past, but I was there last year, and that was this year. I feel for him, I really do, because this man has made some giant leaps, personally, on ice and off ice, and the way he presented himself this year, and all the efforts he put in, and how good he was doing. I find that sad right now. I'll be honest with you. We gotta push with our team. We're gonna find ways to stick together, just like last year. We had a lot of adversity, but I think now, particularly now, with what I know, what I've seen him go through, I can't help but feel it's a tough one. it's a tough one. He's going to get a month at least to push physically, and at least it's not his legs. When it's the lower body, then it's the end of the world, because if you miss a month and it's a lower body injury like that at the beginning of the year, it's very tough to come back and get your legs back, because the league keeps getting faster and stronger, and it keeps gaining fractions of seconds, and those guys lose fractions of seconds. So at least that's the positive thing, is that he's going to be able to train his legs and his stamina and all that. So when he's going to be back, he's going to have the right. He's got terrific hockey sense and skill and all that. So at least we don't have to worry about that.
Can you speak about the importance of Nate Thompson? Stats-wise, he had his best game this season.
Yeah, well, and I've heard rebounds of people wondering why we go get this guy, and that's why. That's Nate Thompson. That's what he was for me in Tampa. He's a heart and soul guy that makes things happen because he plows through, and he blocks shots, and he's outstanding on the penalty kill. And he knows what to do in tough moments like today, and in moments where you need to win the game and get the pucks in deep, go battle. Like, he's a hard, physical man that knows how to play the game when it's tight in the winning details. And we need that on our team. We needed that. And he's got speed. And so he's got all the attributes that we need for our team to continue growing. And he's proven it. So I'm more than happy that Pierre was able to go get him, because we needed that. And if you look at this year now already, I think last year, as a fourth line, we didn't get any goals last year, but we got points from guys on our fourth line while playing on different lines. Already we've got 3 or 4 with our fourth line guys getting those bonus goals, I call them, and defending well. So it's huge. Those little increments you make in your lineup are gigantic differences, because the NHL, they're all Ferraris, and so the differences between a Ferrari and another one is so tiny. But that's how you grow, and that's how you get better. And certainly Tomer is doing exactly what I was expecting. So big impact on our team.
Carlson est de retour à son niveau habituel.
Oui, écoute, en termes de points, c'est sûr. Lui, il va peut-être te dire que, je sais pas, je peux pas savoir, là, c'est lui qui sait comment il est avec ses jambes, puis avec son timing. Mais regarde, c'est sûr qu'en ce moment, c'est Erik Karlsson. Fait que je l'ai dit, même s'il est à 85%, il sera meilleur que tout le monde. Fait que c'est ça que c'est ce qu'on a.
I know the game just ended, but this morning you talked about choosing between Domenico and McCormick.
Yeah.
Would he be the guy coming up for Bobby?
I have no clue. This is the kind of stuff that you don't make a decision quick. You sit down and you talk with the staff and the people there, and is he injured? He was suspended, and now where we are with that, and who played well lately. So we'll see. But yeah, we'll have to. And if Boro might be back on Tuesday, so are we going 7-11? Well, those are all talks that we'll need to have.
Best you've seen Mark Stone playing since you've been here?
No. I think Mark has had some crazy games like that before. What I like about Mark is he's got people say he's got a knack for big goals, but it's character. It's a pushback. It's like, I'm not taking this, and he did it all last year, and he's doing it again.
He said he didn't want to take the timeout.
Sorry?
He said he didn't want the timeout.
Yeah. That's why there's a coach. And you know what? You have a tendency sometimes to listen to the players, but then my feeling was that was the moment. And to be honest with you, it wasn't necessarily about what I was going to say. It was about resting also the guys. Just calming things down is one thing, but also because we were going 3 lines by that point, we gave a bit of time for our players to breathe, and that's so important. Sometimes just a minute, big difference for everybody, and then you got the juice for 3, 4, 5 more minutes. So there's many reasons why it was a time I thought to take the time out, but hey, I look smart now, I look dumb another day. So, I mean, that's just the way it is. So you do things, and sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. The players did it. I didn't do anything. All I did is I call a timeout. They're the ones who went out there and did it, and they deserve the win.